So today we're in Assumpta Park in Newcastle West as part of Wildworks Public Lands training. I was bringing participants from the locality through a very exciting module exploring the site that we have here, a beautiful green space that essentially the council have allowed us to enact some projects on. And I suppose the whole idea of the public lands is to bring people through a 4-module process where we discuss how a biodiversity action plan comes together, funding that may be required to get projects off the ground. And this is all fed in from people from the area. So I'm just here basically to facilitate making their dreams a reality.
Public land, as I see it, it's owned by the public. It's there to be enjoyed by everybody, and it helps to keep a balance between developing, between the residential, the retail, the services. There's this open area that is just waiting to grow into a great source of biodiversity and sustainability. So much potential to make the place better for everybody.
We also had Foróige and some of the youth come down as well. We got a lovely chance to just show them how they could potentially become a citizen scientist. So very simple things, just catching some butterflies, bumblebees, and working through identification swatches. There was also some lovely local honey here for them to try, and tomato plants as well, to demonstrate just how important our pollinator species are.
So it's actually really fun. We were catching bees and butterflies and wasps. I caught one. Yeah, she caught a wasp. There's the hawthorn tree. It's actually a really cool tree. Yeah, bats can live in it. They're really cool bats. There was VR as well, which is really cool. We got the honeycomb and tomatoes. Oh, it's super cool today, and I loved it. So hopefully we can do it again.
So what's it called? Admiral. So this is the Red Admiral. But a really good day engaging with the public. You can, if they're not coming out, there you go. We've discovered that this site has been relatively untouched since sometime around the mid-1800s. The last records we could find, or the first records I should say, we could find at this site show that it remained a green space since that time.
So, welcome to Module 3. Anyway, I'll begin to share my slides here. This is Newcastle West present day, basically. And you'll see over here on the left-hand side, you have the base map gallery. So by clicking on this, you can open up different types of maps. You can see the dates on some of them, 1995, 99, 2004, 2005. These 6-inch maps, these are the ones that date back to the 1800s. If we go back to the original map, this area here, so you have your river as your guideline. You have obviously a row of houses here, this lovely green space. And if we click on then to the old map, I'll go to a colored version of it here. It's remained a green area in Newcastle West since the 1800s, which I thought was kind of interesting. Maybe something to highlight on one of the signage boards or at one of the kind of public events, that this area has retained its I suppose its green nature, or it's for many years.
One of the key things now is to conserve these small green spaces. That can be a tiny garden out your back, or it can be a much larger amenity green space. But to manage them in a wildlife-friendly way, we can create these beautiful corridors across the country of Ireland for our wildlife to survive and thrive.
So we're here today in Haulboylan Island to bring people from companies, particularly around the area, to come out into nature and to do some physical maintenance of habitats that we've got here around Haulboylan Island, which Wildwork have developed and maintained. With just a few tweaks in how those green areas of management, you can really improve biodiversity. You can just do something simple like a 6-week routine cut, and that allows more clover and dandelion to flower. Or you can go a little bit longer and leave it cutting to once or twice a year and allow all those things to grow up, and you have usually a ready-made meadow on your grounds just by changing the management.
I have old meadows here going back hundreds of years, undisturbed, unslurried, fertilised, nothing on it. So it's real species rich. The guys are here and they're going to be learning from sowing the seed all the way through to harvesting it over all the different seasons. So you can actually see from day 1 putting the seed on the ground to day X actually harvesting the seed and then re-sowing it.
The main focus of this project is to form a community-based seed bank here. It really brings the community members together. It makes the community more resilient. It makes the natural world around them more resilient. And it increases the biodiversity for all the species in the area.